Hello, my name is Gunnar Clovis. Today I just want to try out some of these games by New World Circuit or Torchbearer on Discord here on Itch. As I understand, they've only been making games for a very brief time. I played this game WIZ. They were just being really nice and on Discord playing people's mini jam games for Mini Jam 44, including mine, which was that Sunny New Year snowman game. So I played this game a little bit. I haven't played this one yet, and I started to play this one, and it stunned me, and I really felt like I had to record it and kind of capture a little bit more. So this is apparently their first game jam submission. I don't know if it's their first game at all, but it was just kind of blowing my mind because I wasn't expecting very much because it was the first game jam, but like this was so good. So here we have this. We talked about this on Discord. You know, you want to change your icon for your games, change the window title to be your game title. There are a lot of small things like that. Here they've pretty much built in like a change resolution feature, which is like really cool. I do wish that I could just hit full screen here or drag the window or hit F11 to toggle full screen. I wish it started out full screen personally. We talked about that all on Discord. And yeah, it seems like they're going to implement those changes because those are really, really common things I see with people starting out in game development. So here we got WSD, E, interact, and enter. So look at that. Right out of the bat. That's awesome. There's like a typewriter effect. It's very Undertale-y, obviously. Like, and then look at this. Like, it's all fully animated. Look at that. That looks so cute. And I can hit E on like everything, and everything has text and a little typewriter effect and a pop-up box, and it's not buggy. Like, oh my god, it is so great. Here, this doesn't feel great. Like, okay, so see there, I can walk up. Here, I'm pressing up, and I can't walk up. All right, there I can walk up, so just like, I don't know, the hitboxes for these are really funky. Don't really understand what's going on, but it's not like bugging out. It's just kind of impeding my movement a little bit. All right, now I'm here. Tons of sound effects happening. I don't really know what they are. Very cartoony. Okay, we got dumb ways for die playing. All right, yeah. So see here again, I can't walk up to the top, which feels really weird. But it's not a huge problem, and that's a pretty easy fix too. And again, this is a first game jam game, so like you get a free pass on everything basically. And I can walk back upstairs like that. See, it's making me think like very Undertale. Here we are. This little kid, they're outside now. Look at this. This is so great. Oh my god, look at that. It gets like a little profile text box that's animated and a name title, like. Oh my god, I get to choose. Wow, this is so good. Yeah, that was great. The little selection. It like even flashed orange there when I selected, made it, and I made a selection sound. Really, really good. You always want feedback for your games. Anytime the user does anything, they should hear something that represents that. Always have feedback for everything they do. Oh, okay. I thought the little bottle on the bottom left corner of the screen was like an item to pick up, but I guess it's a UI thing. Okay, Small Falls Graveyard. Like, oh my god, this is so cute. Look at it. Oh my goodness, I love that animation. Look at him. It's just a really simple art style, but it really works. Like, I really, really dig it. This guy actually looks particularly good. I think the gradient is doing a lot. And then he's like, I don't know, flicking something. He has a cigarette, so it's not a cigarette he's flipping. I don't know what he's flicking. Oh, he's a coin, duh. Obviously, yeah, he's flipping a coin. Alright, can I go to the right? I cannot. Oh, okay, so actually there, I can keep going to the right, and if I hold right on the keyboard, I'll just keep walking, so it takes longer to come back. So, when you have something like this in the level design, you should just make a wall right here so I can't progress, or cut me off at the edge of the screen when there's not, you know, a new area to move into. Or another thing is if you go off screen, then limit the character's movement so that I could hold right or D on WSD here for a really long time and then press left and I come back immediately instead of having to, like, I'm holding right, I'm holding right, I'm holding right. Now I'm holding left, I'm holding left, I'm holding left, and I'm traveling all that way in space, which can cause a lot of problems. Oh. What happened? Uh-oh. Look at these leave. I don't think those are particles, really. I mean, it doesn't matter. Particles are little sprites. Okay, this witch is very creepy. The art style for the witch doesn't really seem to be the same as the rest of the game, but it's no bother. Okay, so I can't get past this. Okay, so I'm supposed to... Ah, my child, I have been looking all over for you. I have a very special request to make, and only you can handle it. Remind everyone about the big Halloween party. We will all meet here for a big feast. Run along now. Don't forget the squash. Alright, so I guess we're just going back. Okay. Don't worry, Pumpkin. I'll stay and watch her. She's no match for my Viking strength. Rah! Okay. Alright. Running back. Oh yeah, the Halloween party. I totally forgot. I'll meet you there. Okay. I can't select that anymore. But, like, oh my god, I love how it's actually like it's zooming in and out a little bit. Oh, there it actually looks like my face. You look at my head, I'm so round faced here, and then my face is all squashed. I don't know what that's about. But look at this. This is like a really full game with all these rooms and the typewriter effect and all the dialogue characters. It's like so good. Alright, I can't select that anymore either. What do you want? Oh, the party. Heck yeah, I can kiss up on Mrs. Calderon. Yeah, Mrs. Calderon. And this is the Dumb Ways I think is cute and funny, but I wish the audio for it would get quieter as I was further away from the TV and louder when I get closer. So is that everyone? I'm pretty sure that's all the characters. It's just like those kind of two teen punks. My favorite console. Got me through some really tough times. Okay. Yeah, and there's some layering problems like there. I should obviously be on top of the floor mat and the stairs. But that's not a huge issue. I'm pretty sure that's everybody. Oh, okay, he left. Excellent, my little pumpkin. Now sleep. Alright, yeah, that's it. Okay, she killed everybody. I see. Well, that sucks. I'm still over here, though. Look at me go. Look at me go. Alright, well, that's sad. Everybody died. But still, that was, like, super, super good for a first game jam, possibly a first game. Like, I don't know, the whole typewriter effect, it was really, like, not buggy. I thought it was really impressive. Yeah, I can still press Z to change the resolution. Awesome. Really, really awesome. So, I guess we'll do the other game. So this is Surf's Up. I have no idea what this game is. I didn't read the page at all yet. Okay, so okay, press enter. Alright, what's happening? Okay, I can't seem to do anything, but I guess it's just because I don't know the controls. Alright, it's fine. Let's flip over here. Okay, fun surf style infinite runner prototype. A and D to do some moves. The surfer follows my mouse cursor. Duh. Well, that's not a duh, but I didn't try that. Should always try WSD, arrow keys, and mouse. Alright, that makes way more sense. So actually here, they've hidden the mouse cursor, which actually really sucks for this game, because it's following the mouse cursor, so I'd really like to see where my mouse is. Alright, I'm pressing A and D, nothing's happening. I don't know how I really get in the air. Alright, I need to avoid those, like, sharks. Whoa. Oh, okay. Well, I can just kind of stay up here. Alright, I like that. That's cute. Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't just stay up here all the time. I guess because of the little bubbles, but I'm getting some of those. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, very, very simple, very simple. And then this game WIZ, which I played a little bit of before. Same thing, so as we could see with the last game, and I was told this on Discord, this creator only has the like the creator version of Game Maker Studio 2. I think that's what it's called. So like the cheaper version or free version, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it's like a cheaper version. So they can't change the splash screen. But even though having like the default stuff, like default icon title is really bad, I think having a splash screen at all is better than having no splash screen, because then you get this thing where, yeah, it's just kind of black screen while it loads. I always recommend to have a splash screen that just is like loading on it. And this was made for Mini Jam 44, where the theme was New Year's, but that was totally optional. And the required limitation was that you could only have 3 inputs. So they took that very literally. So I can only use E and left and right arrow keys. And here, to change resolution, I have to press left and right arrow key at the exact same time, which is really, really bad. So here, I'm attempting to do that over and over, and it's only working like 1/8 of the time. Yeah, so never, in game design, and especially with a setting, never, ever, ever make your player have to press 2 inputs at the same time, specifically press, which is when it goes down on a single frame, because then, yeah, they literally have to sync it in the exact frame. And if your game is running at a decent frame rate, i.e. 60 FPS, that is super hard and annoying. And especially for settings. Settings should be the most accessible part of your game. And here, I don't really get why it was done, because you could literally just press the right arrow key here on the menu to change it. I press the right arrow key alone, does nothing. As we talked about on the Discord, with GameMaker, you can just go into your game options and make your window be able to maximize. So then this button gets highlighted, so players can just press that. And you can make it like adjustable, so you can click and drag and change the screen resolution however you want, which is really, really nice. I also recommend starting your games in full screen, and always put a toggle that just whenever the player presses F11, you toggle full screen and on and off. And then also, I've mentioned this yet, but always make it so escape closes your games, or at least opens a pause screen that closes them. All these little things, they seem annoying. I swear they're really no work. Like in GameMaker, it's literally like 3 minutes of work to do all of those things, to restart on R, close on escape, toggle full screen on F11, make a custom icon, change the title text, make maximize adjustable, and start in full screen. It takes no time, and it adds so much. It makes your games feel so much better and look way more professional. It's very, very common for Game Jam games and with like newbie game devs, that they use the default title for GameMaker or Unreal or Unity or Godot or whatever it is. Default title, default icon. That just sucks. And it really shouldn't be the case because it's so easy to fix. But we talked about that. This developers didn't know about that. It's totally on board now, which is, yeah. So here I can change the resolution, but it's really annoying too. It would have been better to just let me press right to increase resolution, then press left to decrease resolution in kind of like a circular loop either way. I don't know why it wasn't that. But yeah, also just like let me press this button and drag the window however I want. So I press E. So I have this little menu. I can cast stuff. Alright, meditate. So this one, it's like a lot of just like spamming. And I die so quickly, oh my god. Like they do so much damage. And I can't like exit out of here, this menu, until like I lose all my health, and then I just die, so. Yeah, so I'm literally just like wasting all my energy, where I would kind of pop back and meditate if I could, but there's just not enough time to like do anything, so I can't heal or meditate. I do really like these effects, like that crystal effect is really nice. Look at this, like, oh, okay. Look at that flame effect. That's okay. I mean, it's very square and blocky, but I do like it still. And the meter is pretty good. Has a nice explosion there. Really nice visuals there, honestly. Does seem like they're probably pre-made from some kind of asset pack. Could be wrong about that. Hopefully I am. But they just kind of look like they're in different art styles. I like all the attempts at the animation. I actually kind of like the goblin swing animation, because they did a nice job with how the swords have that kind of lag, that follow through. That's a really good animation technique. But me as the player, I'm just kind of like, my body is hopping up and down, which I don't like so much. Honestly, yeah, the goblin attack animation is not bad at all. Look at the swords. The swords look really nice. Yeah, I don't know how to win at all. Yeah, because I can't go back from this menu, and it's all just very quick and like right out of the gate. It's so many enemies. Yeah, honestly, I do think this is a solid start, but I think this should be a turn-based game, not this kind of like button mash. Because here it's literally just how fast you can mash the button is how fast you win. That's or do, yeah. So the faster you mash, the better. Okay, I'm actually doing really well right now. But still, it's just very button mashy. And there I go. Alright, 88 goblins. Alright, well, awesome. So all of those games are available here on New World Circuit's itch.io page for free. They are all Windows downloads at this time. You should always try and make your games playable in browser with HTML5 or WebGL. For GameMaker, that's the HTML5 package. But GameMaker, it is more understandable when you don't have HTML5 because you have to buy that package separately, which kind of sucks. I do like GameMaker's monetization scheme actually, because they only charge upfront fees for each export type, each export package for each platform, instead of taking a percentage or requiring you to pay each year like Unity and Unreal does. So GameMaker is actually a lot cheaper in the long run. I use it for a living, and it's much cheaper business wise than Unity or Unreal or anything. But if you can get that HTML5 package, really recommend it. It's a couple $100, but then you have it forever. And then you can export all your games to be playable in the web browser, which is way better. You literally get like 50 times the amount of plays on itch when you're playable in browser versus when they have to download it, because people don't want to download games. It's just more steps, and yeah. Well, awesome. This was super fun. This Pumpkins Task game, again, like, I cannot overstate how much it impressed me. Like, I played the beginning of it where you just started in your room, and I was so impressed that I had to come back and record it because I wanted to see the rest of the game. The whole typewriter effect, how you could talk to people and then it had their little head show up, like, it was so cool. Really nice prototype. Just excellent. Thank you for listening. It's been fun. I hope you all have a lovely day. Remember to love and respect each other. Trust your friends. Assume the best of people. And goodbye.